Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you don't know me yet, my name is Tiffany and I upload a new homemaking video every Sunday. Today I am going to be showing you a fun new recipe I discovered just last weekend. It is grain-free peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, and you can modify these very easily to be dairy-free as well. I'm using butter, but if you just swap the butter for melted coconut oil, you can make them as well. So let's get started. We'll make some fun little cookies. I am going to run down my ingredients list with you. I have everything pre-measured just to make it simple for this video, but I have half a cup of creamy peanut butter. I use natural peanut butter so that it doesn't have any sugar added in. That's just my preference. I have half a cup of coconut sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, 2.5 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to melt this. And then I also have 1 egg and I am going to beat that. So these are the first ingredients you're gonna wanna mix together. And then the second little phase is going to include half a cup of packed almond flour. Packed is key. Half a teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon salt, and 3 tablespoons of coconut flour. And something that I have recently discovered makes a big difference in baking is a sifter. So if you don't have one, I highly recommend picking one up. They're also pretty fun to use. And then to put the cherry on top of this recipe, we are going to add in some yummy dark chocolate chips. Now to get started, I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Well, I preheated mine to 375 because you have to get to know your own oven, and mine runs cold. So I always add about 25 degrees to any recipe. And I also lined this baking sheet with parchment paper so that I don't ruin my baking sheet. To put these cookies together, I am going to start by beating this egg. So I'm going to beat my egg with a fork. Add this in. Now I'm going to melt this butter in the microwave. I'm just going to put it on the melt setting and come back when it's all done. While that's in the microwave, I'm going to go ahead and add my coconut sugar, my peanut butter, and my vanilla. Now that my butter is melted, I'm just going to pour it in here, and I am just going to go ahead and stir all of this up. Now that I have part 1 done, I am going to sift my dry ingredients into this mix. So I'm going to take my sifter, and I just hold it over this bowl so that I don't have to get another bowl out. I hate dirtying extra dishes, but I do it sometimes anyway. So I'm gonna start with this almond flour, and I pack this in just like brown sugar when I measure it. I'm gonna throw everything on top in here so that it'll hopefully it will mix with the sifter. So this is almond flour, baking soda, salt, and coconut flour. I'm just gonna go through. Oh, it's so cool. I didn't think sifters made any difference in baking until I started using one, and then I realized they make a massive difference in the texture of the baked goods that you make. So I started using one regularly, and I'm really loving it. I think I got this one on Amazon for like $6. They're not expensive. And I just have like a little tiny bit left in here, and I'm just not gonna put that in. The next thing I'm gonna do is just stir this up and get it all nice and combined. An extra thing that I love about this recipe is that it only makes 10 to 12 cookies. So my favorite actual chocolate chip recipe usually ends up making about 3 dozen cookies, and I rarely need that many cookies on hand. I can always take them and give them away, but I feel like it's sometimes just kind of a waste, and I don't want that many cookies in my house. So this is the perfect little thing to just get a couple, and then you just manage how many you eat because you're not making that many. And now my dough is pretty well combined. I'm just going to add in my dark chocolate chips. I'm gonna add about 1/3 of a cup, but nobody's gonna come and get you if you add a couple more. And I think more is better when chocolate chips are concerned. And these are dark chocolate chips, which I definitely recommend. And I wanna give you a good close-up of this dough once I get it all mixed up so that you know what to expect color-wise and texture-wise when you're making these for yourself. I think that looks good. Now that I have everything mixed, I'm just gonna drop little spoonfuls onto my cookie sheet. Now I'm just going to pop these into the oven at 350 for about 11 minutes, and they should come out perfect. Since they just came out of the oven, I'm gonna let them cool off for a minute or two, and then I'm just gonna put them on a plate. And when you want a little cookie to snack on, it's a good thing to have around the house, especially if you're trying to resist the temptation of Reese's. Here you have it, friends. The perfect little plate of cookies to have around your house on a lazy, rainy Sunday afternoon. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you try this recipe out and let me know how it goes. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of my homemaking videos. And I'll see you next Sunday, friends. Bye for now.